Hi there everyone, and welcome to Teacher Donald's Grammar Review. In this video, we'll be looking at the future tense, will and won't. First, let's look at the vocabulary that we will see in Unit 10 of our Grammar Goals book. The first word is, do you know what this is? It's a type of energy that we use in many different ways. This is electricity. Say it after me. Electricity. This is a place around town like a park where there are a lot of trees and a lot of grass. Do you know what we would call this? This is a green space. Say it after me. Green space. Next, we have something that can help you get around. Looks kind of fun to ride. This is a scooter. Say it after me. A scooter. Next one is a very tall building like Taipei 101. Do you know what type of building this is? We would call this a skyscraper. Say it after me. A skyscraper. Next, we have something that we can use to create electricity for our homes or for many other things. This is solar power. Say it after me, solar power. So with solar power, we're using the sun's energy to create electricity. Next one is something you might see around Taiwan. This is wind power. So when we use windmills or wind turbines to generate electricity. Say it after me, wind power. Okay, remember these words because we're going to see these words a lot in Unit 10 and we might also see it on our quiz. Now let's look at the grammar will and won't when we're talking about the future tense. Now, what's the rule for the future tense? Well, if you look at this example, people will drive electric cars, you can see that we need to use will, and following will, we need the verb, and in this case, drive. Now, with the future tense, we just use will and the verb. We don't need to add s to the verb, no ing, no past tense form, just will and the verb. So people will drive electric cars. If we're creating a no sentence or a negative sentence, people won't drive electric cars. We use won't to show a negative and plus the verb. We don't need to add s or ing or anything to the verb in the negative, just won't and the verb. So people won't drive electric cars. Maybe you think people will ride around on bicycles. And you want to be careful with won't, okay? So won't is the contraction for will not. And we don't say wilt because that's kind of hard to say. So will not in the contraction is won't, W-O-N apostrophe T. So you want to be careful with this negative form. And last we have questions. Will people drive electric cars? So we're going to start with will. Then we have the subject and then the verb. And of course, at the end, don't forget question marks, okay? Now, if you can remember these three forms, then you're ready to do very, very well with the future tense that we're talking about in Unit 10. Now let's play which one? So I'm going to show you two sentences. One of them follows the future tense rule, the other one doesn't. So you're going to tell me whether you think it's the green one or the blue one. First, we're going to talk about electric cars. So which one of these sentences do you think is right? The green one or the blue one? Read carefully and tell me which one, green or blue. For this one, the correct one is the green one. We don't need ing on the verb, just people will drive electric cars. Let's try another one. This time we're going to talk about the future of food. So people will eat food in pill form or people will eat food in pill form. So just like pills or like medicine. Which one of these do you think is right? The green one or the blue one? This time, it's the blue one. People will eat food in pill form. Maybe you think that's a prediction or maybe you disagree. Let's try another one. Now we're going to talk about robots. So which one of these follows the future tense rule? The green one or the blue one? Read carefully. This time, it's the blue one. Robots will teach children. So our verb teach is in the infinitive form. We don't need ing. Now let's talk about police. Take a look at these two sentences. Which one follows that future tense rule we've been talking about? Green or blue? Read carefully. This time, it's the green one. Robot police will protect a city. So will comes before the verb. We wouldn't say protect will a city. It's will protect. Protect just means to keep something or someone safe. How about this one? This looks like a very cool place to stay. Take a look at these two sentences. Which one follows that future tense rule? The green one or the blue one? Look carefully at that verb. This time, it's the green one. People will stay in space hotels. Do you want to stay in a space hotel? All right, I think this is the last one. This dude kind of looks like Iron Man, right? Well, that's our next prediction. Take a look at these two sentences, the green one or the blue one. Read carefully and tell me which one you think is right. Which one follows the future tense rule? This time, it's the blue one. We will fly around like Iron Man. We don't need to before the verb, just will and the verb, and in this case, it's fly. So we will fly around like Iron Man. That kind of sounds fun. All right, good job. And don't forget this rule. It's just will and the verb, or won't and the verb, or if we're starting a question, will blah 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 and the verb. Now let's play finish the prediction. So I'm going to show you a prediction this time, and I want you to finish it with the proper form of the verb. So let's take a look at the first one. Here we have a robot. Looks like he's playing baseball. Now, if this is a future tense sentence or a prediction, what would the whole sentence be using the verb play? If you finished the prediction properly, it would look like this. Robots will play sports. So maybe we'll see robots playing basketball, baseball, tennis. Say the sentence after me. Robots will play sports. Take a look at this one. Now this time we're using not, so it's a negative sentence, but can you finish this prediction? All right, if you said it properly, it should be like this. People won't drive cars. So maybe you think in the future people will ride around on bicycles, or maybe they'll use trains like an MRT, or maybe just walk around. So people won't drive cars. Say it after me one more time. People won't drive cars. All right, let's try another prediction. Take a look. This time we have not use. Now, can you use not use to finish this prediction? Say the whole sentence out loud. If you did it right, it should look like this. Students won't use textbooks. So maybe in the future, all the students will be using computers. Say it after me. Students won't use textbooks. All right, how about this prediction? Using the verb grow, how would you finish this prediction? All right, if you said it properly, it should look like this. Plants will grow inside. So instead of having farms, we might have apartment or things that look like apartment buildings, but inside is just levels and levels and levels of plants. Say the prediction after me. Plants will grow inside. Maybe it'll be easier to control the temperature and the light they get. Maybe keeps the bugs away too. So it might be a good way to do the future of farming. How about this one? Using the verb eat, could you finish this prediction? All right, if you said it correctly, it should look like this. People will eat insects. And you might think this is yucky, but eating beef from cows is not really good for our environment, but eating insects can give us protein and is actually a lot safer and cheaper, and there are many benefits to actually eating insects. Say it after me. People will eat insects. All right, good job, and I hope you were saying all those sentences out loud. Let's keep practicing. Now remember the rule one more time. People will drive electric cars. So if it's a yes sentence, we use will and the verb. If it's a negative, we'll use won't and the verb. And if it's a question, will and then the verb after the subject. And don't forget question marks. Now, this time I'm going to ask you a question about the future, and I just want you to show me with your thumbs up or thumbs down, whether you think this is something that will happen or won't happen. So you just have to share your answer with your thumbs up or thumbs down. Let's take a look at the first question. Will robots teach students? So thumbs up for yes they will, or thumbs down for no they won't. Will robots teach students? Now for me, I think I would put my thumb down. I don't think robots will teach students. They might help students in some ways with maybe homework, but I think learning is very social and you need to learn from other people. It's a little bit more fun and interesting. And robots can help, but I don't think robots will be teaching students completely. All right, are you ready for another question? Get your thumbs ready. How about this one? Will robots keep people safe? So will we use robots like police? Thumbs up for yes, they will, or thumbs down, no, they won't. This one, again, I would put my thumbs down. Now, there's no wrong answer. Maybe your thumb is up, but I would put my thumb down because having a robot tell me what I'm doing right or wrong might be a little bit tricky and complicated. So I would prefer to have human police. All right, are you ready for another question? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Will robots help people who are sick? Thumbs up or thumbs down? I would say yes, they will. I think robots might be able to scan people with like, I don't know, some kind of imaging or camera or x-ray a little bit more quickly. And they might be able to help give more accurate medicine or diagnosis about why people might be sick. So I think robots will help people who are sick. But that's just my opinion. How about this one? Will robots play professional baseball? Thumbs up, yes they will. Thumbs down, no they won't. This one, I'm going to put my thumbs down. I don't want to watch robots playing a game. I want to watch people play. It's a lot more exciting. All right, thanks for sharing your ideas. Now it's time for a quiz time. I'm going to show you a question and you're going to tell me whether you think the answer should be A or B. Let's take a look at the first one. Take a look carefully at this sentence. Now, would you use A or B to finish this future tense prediction? People, blah, 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 scooters around the city. A or B? Say your answer out loud. The answer is A. People will ride scooters around the city. Remember, we don't need ing on the verb. How about this one? A or B? Look carefully. The answer is B. Robots will clean our homes. And for a lot of you, they already are cleaning people's homes. All right, let's keep moving along. A or B? What do you think? Which one will finish this future tense sentence correctly? It will be B. There won't be many green spaces. Maybe because of all the people around and we need to build homes for them, so we might have fewer and fewer green spaces. Let's keep going. A or B? What do you think? The answer is B. People won't eat a lot of beef. And remember, beef comes from cows, so that's in things like hamburgers or steak. And it's a really, really big problem for our environment to have so many cows around and just eating them for beef. So hopefully people will slow down on the beef a little bit. How about this one, A or B? The answer is A. People won't visit zoos. So there are a lot of people who think in the future zoos will just be gone because it's not really fair to the animals to keep them in cages all the time. All right, let's keep going. How would you finish this question, A or B? Remember, when we're talking about the future tense, we're going to start questions with will. So will people have flying cars? I don't know. I hope not, because I feel like it might be kind of dangerous. How about this one? It's a question. Would you use A or B? This one, the answer is A. Will homes use solar power? I really hope so. It's good for the environment. And a lot of people already do, especially in Canada. You see it all over the place. Okay, how about this one? Now choose the correct answer for this question. Will students use VR in class? And remember, VR is like virtual reality where you put on those special goggles or glasses and you can see crazy videos and you feel like you're really there. The answer for this one should be B. Yes, they will. I think that will be a fun way to learn, having VR in the class. Maybe instead of going on field trips, just students can put on their VR and pretend that they're really there. All right, are you ready for the last one? What do you think, A or B? This one, if it's a negative or a no answer, we're going to go with A. Will people eat insects? Maybe you think, no, they won't. Maybe you just think it's too yucky. I actually kind of hope they will. It would be good for the environment. All right, good job. Did you get all of those answers correct? Well, only you really know that, don't you? Okay, that's it for this grammar review video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye, everyone.